Seven Deadly Sins this week was actually on its leg of being serious. It pretty much said, fuck all of that bullshit. We're basically about to take it to the serious mode. And Meliodas, of course, used his little demon mode, which did actually provide him with a lot of power. However, because he really wasn't thinking or whatever, Mr. Sir used his linking ability to take all the power of all of the Holy Knights and fight him off. Now, even though Meliodas, he didn't necessarily have a gigantic power boost, and King and Bond were actually taken out, in a very relatable order. However, it cuts from that to this is just his normal power. This is not him with like a sacred weapon or anything. And it cuts from that to, it comes from the idea of that, like, sure thing, he may have all this demonic power, but yet if all of the knights, if they all gathered up around him, they could actually beat him. That is a very interesting thing. But then it cuts from that to, like, once those three are down, Deanne comes into the picture, and she does have her sacred weapon, and with that changes the entire thing, because you would think that necessarily that like hand-to-hand wise that they now that they're pretty powerful. However, once you get a sacred weapon in their hand, well, King's weapon is actually powerful. However, King does tend to kind of get a bit overconfident, where as seen like in his hand-to-hand mode, he's not like without his weapon, he's not really all that physically fit, especially since he really hasn't been training all that much, especially in comparison to most of the other sins who pretty much have had to, for the past 10 years, who have been living without their weapons, and they kind of had to resort to hand-to-hand combat. With stuff like that, you look at it and it's like, she has her weapon. She's one of the strongest, and because of that, with her alone with her weapon, she destroyed his link and practically fucking destroyed the entire town, which is actually rather scary. However, because of that, and because of this major wake-up call for them, they say, look, we can't fuck around anymore. They stole Meliodas' sword, using the crystal to possibly reawaken the demons, and you do see a lot of different personas and different like reactions compared to when after that, such as Bond trying to say like he can't see Meliodas as one of those demons, or it's like just like another mindless demon, and also he pretty much wants to revive Elaine. King, not so much. Like, he has his own agendas. Everybody pretty much has their own agendas at this point, which does tend to force them to kind of take everything way more seriously. Now, keep that in mind, because most of the other stuff that has happened in this, they were not serious. They were just kind of playing around and just enjoying the moment. But then right now, as of now, it's episode 13, possibly going forward within the series, they just may get to a point in which that they have to get extra powerful, and they do have to get stronger. Now, the idea behind that is that, or at least like the easier way of saying that is just stick with the main idea and just track down all of their holy weapons, their sacred weapons, but there's a good chance that they won't necessarily do that. And really, that pretty much pops it up to they have 2 sacred weapons now, and they still need to find all the other members, so they do still have their goals in mind. So that is what I have to say about that. What did you guys think about this episode? Do you think it was bad? Think it was good? Think it was terrible? Tell me down in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next Jongravesshow. So please, keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.